And we are back, everybody. Welcome to the finals of the Upper Hands Canadian Championship, brought to you guys by Three Kings Loot. Very exciting finals here. We got Launch versus Cell Surge. Now, I want to act like I know what this matchup is going to look like, but I really honestly have no idea. I mean, Launch cycles a bunch of cards. He draws a lot, which can help mitigate the stuff. I don't know how well Cell also deals with burn, right? Is that something that can mitigate? Obviously, you have the Cell Leader ability, which will prevent you from it happening the turn you want it to. But it's a tough call
really
either way.
Weird matchup in my mind. And from all the games we've seen, Eric, a lot of the matchups have been either more mid-range or control heavy. And I think Cell more, based on the list, is more aggro and mid-range. So it's going to be interesting. Hand destruction is not going to work as well on Launch just because there's so many cards. But Launch doesn't have a lot of as defense stuff in the sense of, a lot of the defense is blockers, which are easy for Cell to pop. And it's going to be really interesting to see how it works. There is like Violent Rays and also Topo that can help mitigate that kind of loss, but it's going to be really interesting to see how it all kind of ends with this final match for the day.
Yes. So, reminder, guys, we are having a giveaway at the end of the finals for a set 11 booster box exclusive to Canadians only. Sorry, guys, this is a Canadian run event. But for those of you out there who want a shot at taking home a set 11 booster box, type in O Canada, OCANADA into chat. I think I spelled Canada correctly this time when I spelled it out. And you have a chance at winning a set 11 booster box. And of course, who do you guys think is going to take it down? Is it going to be Launch, or is it going to be Cell Surge? You have your chance of putting
our friendly 5-sub wager on Cell. So
all right. That'll be 5 subs. I will put it on Launch. I believe in my boy Eric Salito.
Okay, all right. Sounds good.
Right.
And I will do. Oh man, who do I've been 0%. So if I think Launch is going to win, I'm going to do. Oh man. What do I predict? No, I'm going to all in on Cell. We're going to do it.
I don't know if that hasn't been your good luck charm all week,
I know, but we're gonna if we win, we win big.
That is true.
I'm ready for that. I'm ready for payday.
So we have Luca Dominus on Cell Surge, and we have Eric Salito on Launch.
Do indeed. And so I've played almost 1-for-1 this Cell deck. I think the list is really tight, and it's been good since set 11 dropped. Essentially, no real good cards that get added to it, but it has a lot of good things that it goes for it, and we'll really see what happens with it. I could see definitely a pivot on game 2 to go more kind of heavy on stuff for. There's a Fu the Dark Banisher in the sideboard there, and some others that could really make this more of a mid-range like hand destruction instead of just like a aggro hand destruction. And so turn 1, just charging a 9-drop Cell, looking top 5, pitching a 9-drop Cell, and then using the 9-drop Cell to draw 1 from life and top of deck. Using Eric's Launch Leader to do launch things of drawing, being able to flip a card over, draw another card. And looks like, let's see if he has his arrival play that he needs. And it does not look like he does. Especially because, he's at 2 energy because he went first, so. Just hard casting that Piccolo Jr. On the flip side, the Cell Surge player does not have the Demigra play that you really want to see turn 1, so he's not able to do what you're needing, and Piccolo Jr. still able to do the alliance play.
Yeah, the free play here is actually really strong. The fact that Trunks can put himself on board like that actually really helps out in terms of, what, do I really only have a Piccolo? Well, I can at least get an extra body and guarantee that I'm going to get my alliance off.
Definitely. And then that's 2 more cards in hand, which, is hard for a hand destruction archetype. And it's going to be interesting to see how that happens. So it looks like another 5k. So 16 plus 5 plus 5 is a 26k on a 10k leader double strike. And using 2 Giroux to get a Rebrian and a Monkey into the drop. Looks like he's going to end the turn there and go. And so here's the scary part too, because he's got to tap out to do a lot of his cool plays. And Cell gets a lot of advantage for popping your opponent's battle cards. So using the top 5 effect to look for cards there. Looks like they're discussing cards.
All right, so here we see the pitch and cycle of the 9-drop Cell. And then Ribrianne trying to get early hand destruction out. The Bulma you don't really care about. Topo probably won't be the biggest card in this matchup, so definitely two things you don't mind seeing too often getting rid of.
And he did get his Goku there for the hand destruction, which is really handy. He only runs one of this guy, but it's incredibly helpful in this matchup, able to do a 15k crit swing, and then also, because of that, you're able to get rid of the Piccolo Jr. afterwards as well, and then if that happens, then you're able to pop off a Frieza crit. And the one thing about this launch leader, too, is that it's max a 10k leader, and because of that, actually, I think it doesn't KO something, so you can't play Frieza, but you are able to swing the Cell into the rest of Trunks, and if that KOs, then you're able to play a Frieza. Flipping over. It's 10k. He's turning that pot. There we go. And that is it for their 4 life on Surge Cell. Very scary if you can just drop another Piccolo Jr. this turn.
Cell's abilities proc off at 3 life, right?
4.
4? Okay.
But you normally want to wait until turn 3 so you can drop a Dark Broly and then awaken and have 2 energy open for you. But not seeing a Demigra all game, like turn 1 you definitely want to see that Demigra, and I can only imagine how bad the hand is because you normally only charge green and you don't use yellow at all. So that 9-drop charge must have been because desperation. Like we see from he comboed 2 super combos that are yellow green, so it must have just been a very terrible hand that there weren't any other alternatives for charging.
So here the free combo from launch is going to be great because it is essentially a net 1 card for comboing because you're comboing it from the drop. So not the worst thing in the world to have to pitch those away due to hand destruction because you will still get your utility out of them and they will replace themselves.
Yeah, definitely.
And here's the Nappa.
Yeah.
Here's the Gogeta. Do we see... Alright, here's the acrobatic.
He's got a red energy open and a green energy open too. Takes the 1. Yeah, I don't see even if he lives this turn, that's a steep deficit of life to come over.
There's the Piccolo, and then you're gonna get the burn 2, putting you out 1. Oh, this is gonna be huge. And then I think you just, I mean, do you just alliance the whole thing?
I guess so, right? Because like, you can choose as many red greens as you want.
Yeah.
They're not lost. Yeah,
and that's it. That's a quick scoop. Wow.
I would say going second with this Cell Surge deck really sucks, and then also not seeing Demigra turn 1 I think was also a tough start. It looks like he just had a really terrible hand based on what he charged and everything, so we'll see if he's able to get a little bit better this turn or game 2, but this was a really dominant game 1 for Eric, as most of his games have been this weekend.
I do think the matchup changes significantly, like you're saying. The Demigra not only helping you to mitigate board, but additionally, it also just means that you have your freezes live, which make a huge difference in being able to a Frieza here could have completely changed the tempo in terms of Eric being able to play out every piece he needed just to get that Piccolo play off.
Definitely, and like just having to commit 2 energy to Piccolo and launch is a lot of energy, and then to just have that using 0 energy to get rid of it is incredibly strong.
So looking at sideboards here, what do we bring in?
Well, it looks like he's bringing in nothing. He's already going off.
Whereas in the situation of launch, I don't know. I mean, I guess arguably you could make a Cabra to prevent the freezes from coming down, but I don't know if tempo-wise that makes a lot of sense.
Dark Power Black Mass Sand is kind of nice too, if you're really worried about it. I'm not really sure. Let's see. Yeah, I'm looking through it. There's nothing that really says. I don't know. Like Launch is a hard deck to play against now with how Eric's been playing it too. So it's hard to say. And also, we're at over 100 people watching this today. Thank you guys so much. We really appreciate you all being here. Also, make sure to not just leave as soon as the game's over, to make sure to stay for the giveaway on stream, and also the increasing potential of 5 subs being gifted at the end as well.
Yep. So there, guys, if you are a Canadian resident and you'd like your chance at winning a Set 12 booster box, brought to you guys by, I am a terrible sponsor guy, I will get their name up here, but they're the same sponsor as yesterday. Shoebox Gaming Collectibles, so thank you to them for providing the player giveaway. Then just type in "O Canada" in chat and you will be put into the giveaway at the end of the finals. And for those of you guys who like wagers, there is a little wager here between Eggman and I. So 5 subs on the line between Launch and Cell. My money being on Launch, and Eggman unshockingly putting his bets alongside Cell Surge.
Sure. And these are Twitch subs, not YouTube subs too, so it's a little bit more thrilling as well. We're not just going around making 5 alt accounts and subbing to each other that way. No, we are not. All right, green charge, looking good already. Top 5 for Cell. Hopefully finds that Demigra. And something else, so his deck has Meki at 2 of, so if he ever wants to just play it and just say Piccolo Jr. at any time, can really stall what kind of, onslaught that Eric's coming this way. And there's Demi.
Yeah, so now a huge change in tempo in terms of what this game is going to look like with Frieza being live.
For sure. And even if it's not in hand, Eric has to decide, like, you don't even have to have it in hand. You just have to say, I have Demigra out. Do you want to, risk 2 energy on your play? So it looks like he even charged a red-green, so he's got no energy open for this next turn. Just finds a Bulma, and Cell will gladly take that. And something kind of scary about this too is that you can do the minus 5k on the Demigra when you swing with the launch leader. And you just lose the token, right?
You just straight up lose the marker right there.
Just lose up the marker straight up. So that's something very scary that to take consideration in. But that's what's really good about going first with this deck is that launch will always be on the other side.
That is true.
Unless you want to change up the tempo.
So here we see Dry Ape, draw 2. Here, Luca taking advantage of the slower start from Eric to be able to set up his hand, find the cards he's going to need.
I don't know about that. I would have done some damage to this launch leader because it's just a 10k, and I would have done some damage on it because you're not going to lose. You're not going to beat them in hand advantage this game anyways. They just draw so much. You really just want to get your swings in.
Yeah, so getting those launches in drop early going to do a ton of work whenever hand destruction becomes a component of this. Also, just the fact that they're comboing from drop means that, you actually have to consider that Eric probably has, an extra 5 to 10 actually K combo available to him as opposed to just whatever he has in hand. So.
Not you. I'm trying to keep up to it. I keep forgetting. There goes the Spears there. Red, green, able to play for free. Cheeto if he wanted, but he decides not to.
All right, we just pass.
Yep. This is really good for Cell. So Cell can go off on 3, but if you just give him more energy and more power to keep going on, you just have bigger and bigger turns. Being able to use that energy for rebrands and draw apes and just really afford to do that really gives it the advantage to Cell in my opinion and experience. So dropping the rebrand there. Thinking about it. I'm just asking for cut. Using the rebrand. No, just saying that he's dropping the rebrand. Interesting. Yeah, he's going to go 3 into what? No, I would first swing at the Demigod if he's going to play Dark Broly, right? Yeah, +1, swing. No, swing there. 15 to 5. Combo. Free info.
Let's go Judah.
There's another red green. And will not arrival anything. But he is able to get 20k. Playing the big Dark Broly. I would wait for... Oh, he's doing the +2 already? Oh, okay, to get that there. I see. I would have waited to see if
he arrivals.
He arrivals, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But Cell is able to awaken now. Yeah, wait, putting another Demigra and Android 18 Krillin, drawing 2 energy open for the rebrand play if he wants to do another one. Just showing what he dropped. Yeah, so the permanent for Demigra says if this card would lose a marker from an opponent's attack, you may add 1 card from your life from your hand instead. So it's from a skill and not an attack, even though the attack is proccing the skill, so you have to lose the 1.
Yep, it's just the marker would just automatically get removed.
Yeah. Alright. So you dropped a card, so you get to play. I feel like the sequencing is wrong though, because we know that Eric's probably going to rival something. And like, if he's going to swing with that, and then, if he plays Vegito or Gogeta, it's just going to be able to pop that guy.
Yeah, I mean, the difference here being that, like, maybe, he's playing on a Frieza, but even then, you still losing the body. And you could still arrival a second thing here. If you want. Nope. Okay, so we'll just see the Nappa come in then.
All right, but he didn't have surprise attack because he didn't play it. Using a double strike there, 20k. Taking 2 life, he doesn't know what it is. Getting down to 6. Swinging again.
I mean, you just probably combo the Nappa here knowing you're going to lose it anyways.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you already +1. You already +1.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I was wondering if the sequencing was a little off. He's doing the 1 to make everything come in rest mode next turn, which I guess is fine. He should have done that earlier, too, because the Nappa would have come in rest mode also.
Okay, there's the max power.
Yeah.
He's not going to bother shipping it back to his hand.
Yeah, and that's that. So maybe he's got another Frieza in hand. But everything coming out in rest mode is kind of good. We just really have to see how it really shakes out. I don't know Luca's hand, so I can't be, I can't say I know everything that's going on and what the best play is.
Game set Matt with the Prime subscription. Thank you very much. Welcome to the Spear Force. Enjoy your armor and emotes. And of course, guys, if you do have Prime, then feel free to go ahead and use it. It helps the show and keeps us being able to keep doing things like these. Also, if you prefer Eggman over me, he does take subs over on his channel as well.
That is true. And maybe 5.
Potentially.
An upcoming date. We'll see. Alright, red-green. Playing Gogeta in rest mode. I would probably be fine with that. Just going away. And I would probably take that life if it was that. Yeah, that's fine by me. And the Cell Surge effect, really being able to... Why did he draw 1? Because he just ended his turn, right? Yeah, okay. Just making sure. And he's got 2 energy open. Both are green though, so he can't use like a Violent Rays or a Topo. So that's a sign for me. Does he charge red all game? No, right?
No.
Yeah. So he's doing the +1. Yeah. There. Opponent gets to choose what they discard and pop. So it's just going to be Gogeta.
Yeah, because you probably end up losing the Gogeta.
It's 5 life to 3, right? He's got 5.
Yes, he does have 5 life.
Okay. Oh, he's choosing the Nappa. Interesting. Okay. And still no surprise attack Frieza coming out from the hand.
Alright, here's another rib.
2 cards. Topo.
Well, there's Topo. Topo's a tough call here. Yeah, it prevents attacks, but like pitching an extra card against Cell Surge is such a feels bad.
And you can't even play it because you have only green energy.
Yeah, so here he can't, but let's say for future turns. Yeah, but like. Sure.
Oh, does he run more than one in that card? I guess so.
Why do most lists typically stick it to 1?
The deck list I see only has 1 in it, so. But I might just have the wrong one.
It's okay. Something to keep in mind. Alright, here we have explaining how the launch flipping works and how comboing from drop and all that. So, Siberius, I think at this point Eric has nearly perfect knowledge of his life. To our knowledge, yes, I believe Eric has not dropped a game all tournament. All right, we see the Nappa here. And then we do see a response of Frieza killing off the Gogeta instead of the Goku. Interesting.
Yeah, because with the Goku, you get the defensive step, and it's also a combo for later. So maybe he's expecting to pop it later.
Maybe, because I do think the combo, the Goku's more valuable here than the Gogeta.
Yeah, I would totally agree.
I would say it's a mix of both. I think launch is very strong, but you can't take player skill away from it. Eric is a top contending player. He qualified for top 16 nationals last year, so a very strong player is piloting the deck, which does make a difference. But the launch does seem like if you have the right draws, you can do some really busted things. You know, you could be burning your opponent for double strike with extra 2 draws on turn 2 with a Piccolo or rival setup. So there's a lot of fun things the deck can do.
So thinking about it a little bit more, I think that the Cell player is thinking that they're going to get another turn, just because they are able to pop something with the Goku. And so it looks like, yeah, he's taking 2 life, down to 3. A new record for Eric.
Now, this is the lowest we've seen him the entire tournament.
And with this too, so you can use the Goku to pop the, going down to 2.
So how dangerous is double strike range versus Cell Surge?
Oh, it's super dangerous, man. Especially with the Overwhelm Goku in hand and everything else, it can be a big risk. And you can still use that Goku to pop one of those cards, so it could be the double strike Goku over there if he wants to make sure that he can be just safe next turn. He can only, unless, like, I think Eric runs a Champa, does he? No, there's no Champas in Eric's list, so since everything's coming out in the rest next turn, he knows that he can't do more than 2 damage. Oh, going down to 1. Oh my gosh, Eric.
All right, now here we see the proc.
Get everything in rest. Oh, but he didn't pop the Goku.
Ooh.
So here's maybe you can use Shocking Death Ball. So I'm guessing that he has Shocking Death Ball for the double strike attack. You can use that to pop the Nappa next turn. So there are plays, but
all right. There's a Death Ball.
But that's fine. That's fine. I'd want to get rid of the Nappa as soon as possible.
I mean, next turn there still could be potential for, like, Topo and then another. I don't know. It's a.
You just gotta do 1 damage though. Another Death Ball, taking the life though. Feeling very safe. It means he can't combo. He can't draw this turn. Oh, he can't. He can swing with Bulma. That's right. But the thing is that your leader becomes weaker on the backside too. So.
Yep, comes a 5K. But you can combo for being on the backside allows you to combo also though.
Yeah, and if I was Luca, I'd be like, does he run double strike Champa? Because if I lose to a unison Bulma swing, my gosh.
Yeah,
I'd be
so you and I, yeah, absolutely. You and I are in the know here. No, he does not. So.
Yeah, I'm double check. I'm nervous for him.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to hedge up his defenses. He's got the Bulma as a blocker. Pay 1, get out Zarbon.
But it comes in rest. Just lost the card in hand.
Yeah, at this point I think Eric should just dig in to find something to do.
I don't know. You lost 1 more 5K combo for doing that. All right, here we go.
Here's the thing. All right, yeah, it's tough because right, like launch is gonna be a 5K by the time the attacks really start punching through, which is gonna be tough. I mean, he does have a blocker in Bulma, and like a lot of his deck is like 10Ks. There's having to be 10K combos, so comboing isn't gonna be too tough, but this is a very not great position to be in.
Yeah, because he's got no cards in hand. It's going to be very tough to see just how he decides. So he can make him, he can discard one card. But if he, here's the thing though. He can make him pop the Zarbon. Oh, but he doesn't have enough cards in hand for it to be impactful. So, and now he can just draw 2 with his ape because he's got 3. And okay, so here's the thing. He could have Violent Rays or Topo. So I would swing with your Unison first.
That's what I'm saying. Like Topo could be a big deal here. Ooh, not if you make a Cabras it.
Topo 4.
It has to be Topo, right? Topo has to be the call here.
Whoa. You're not going to get add balls with Topo, with Meki? Yeah, do that. Oh, does he? Oh, he's just going all in.
Oh my god!
There it is. But he could have attacked with Meki though. But he's at 1 life, right?
Yeah, but Bulma can block.
That's true.
Oh my god!
He should have swung with the Unison first. For sure.
The SCR locking out the closing of the game. And Eric Salito is your Upper Hands Canadian Championship winner. Whoa! I did not expect that turnout.
And there you go, chat. This is for you.
Let's go. All right. Thank you, Eggman, for going on the recruitment drive. Jose Omar, TZSC, Zuhair Galaxy, Power of Potato, and Rush Chaos 20. Welcome to the Aspira Force. Enjoy your subs, enjoy your armor, enjoy your that. And also for all of those of you guys who voted for launch, here are your channel points. Congratulations, everybody. Huge shout out at Eric Salito. Yeah. Wow. Super well done.
Do you think we can get him in on a call?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I could just bug him right now.
Okay. Yo, Eric, come here.
So let's see. I think he's talking to the judge right now. Let's give him a second.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, very good. Congratulations, man.
Yep. Mute this guy. Cool.
Eric, you wanna do a finals interview, champion?
Yeah, if you want.
I mean, it's a long day for you, so if you don't want to, I totally understand that as
well. No. We can do an interview. Just then I take my side deck cards out. Honestly, I thought that game I was going for the Kaioken. I definitely thought I was Kaiokening in that game.
At one point, I thought that's what you were leaning up for. It seemed the way you were playing. I'm like, maybe he's thinking that's the route he goes.
I was going for Kaioken in that game, 100%. He wasn't in life. He was in deck. I was trying to get there. I was a couple cards away from 20 cards. So turn 5, I was just swing dump and just dump the Kaioken. That's what I was aiming for, but I guess the Kai kind of he just scooped before I could do something cool.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I'm just
congratulations for sure, Eric. If I was to have Cell Surge lose to something, I'm happy with something as cool as your deck. It's you've probably been getting pink all weekend on.
Oh yeah. And thanks for that. And I still remember that we're supposed to grab a beer at Nationals one day, Hayden.
Oh yeah, definitely.
we talked to you 2 years ago about this. We have to grab a beer.
I do not forget beer dates. All right, so it's. I mean, I have to shuffle my pocketbook around, but I can make room for it.
Yeah, okay, there we go.
Yeah, for sure.
So
yeah, I'm ready to go for an interview. I guess as I'll ever be, I'll turn the lights on a little lighter.
So before we get into the deck, what a phenomenal tournament run. How did you feel running through with Launch throughout this entirety of the tournament?
Honestly, she felt like she was in one of the best places for almost every matchup. And the way I made the deck was so the weaker matchup, you had a main board for it. So like I felt like Mecha Frieza, you going red green, you have Burn with Piccolo, and of course the Alliance Gogeta. That's like the best combo of the deck.
Mm-hmm.
I think that it's honestly it has like a good matchup for everything, and there's always a way to win. I find. That's what I like about the deck, and I think this is just the best card of the deck. You want to see it every opener, every game, and it gets you going. Like the fact that it keeps you flipping. You get 2 of these in opening hand, you're guaranteed like to see your entire deck almost. Yeah. And yeah, that like I said, it has everything to go for the aggro. I guess you saw in like a few matches, I'm killing people on like turn 3, and then I can switch off super fast by blowing up my board, playing Belmont a blocker, getting a free blocker with the Trunks, tapping 1, getting a Zarbon. I can establish like 3 blockers and a unison blocker really quickly if I realize I'm not killing and I'm scared of getting like killed on the clapback because like she's a weak leader. I can just swap and go into complete defense. So that's what I like about the deck. Like it can play really well against like aggressive decks because you don't need a lot of energy to do a lot, and a lot of the stuff is like 2 energy is like the most you'll ever spend unless you're siding Kaioken in. But yeah, that's kind of the way I made it. Just cheap cards. You can defense, you can offense. It depends on how you want to play the deck.
Yeah, and I think the big thing too is that the way that this deck is aggressive, most decks kind of balance that out by digging deep in their life. But most of the games we watched, you just set your life down and then you flipped it over to see what's in there, but you took more than 1 or 2 life for most games until probably today, really.
Yep. Honestly, the Dark Broly one was the double strikes right away, and like getting me to 1 life. Yeah, I just wanted cards in hand at that point because it was hand control, and I also like. I'm scared of Cell Xeno, man. Bug is real, and Bug will kill me, so I'd rather be at 1 life than be at 4 life.
Yeah.
Against a deck like that.
So going into this matchup, then, what did you? So you said you really thought you were gonna KO Ken him that game. What was the logic behind thinking that was your out for this game?
Can you repeat that? Sorry.
So you said
viewers, I'm half deaf, so
so you in game 2 you said the game plan legitimately could have been the KO Ken to go out and push that way. What was your mindset going up against Cell Surge then, and what made you like decide that was the line you may have wanted to go through?
Definitely Kaioken, because I realized I'm not starting, and I noticed like. Well, I didn't know he played Demigra because I didn't see it turn 1, but I felt like he was not going, like I had to engage his leader if I really wanted to do my flips. So I knew he was going to get to a point where he was gonna stun me since he was starting. And since he was starting, I was like, if I burn through all his stuns before turn 5 and I get a Kaioken off, there's nothing he could really do about it. Like, it's gonna come down, it's gonna rip his entire hand. Honestly, I was already at 1 life, so like I kind of abandoned Kaioken at that point. I didn't think he was gonna aggro me. I thought he was just gonna hand control me. But that was the idea. I was going to play the slow game with him, the hand control with him. He was gonna build my drop area for me, and then I was gonna just surprise him with a Kaioken and just let the Kaioken carry me to the win.
Yeah, for sure. And so after this tournament, I would assume that your changes are minimal, but there's the highly sought after like tournament promo packs, especially for Launch has one. Would you think of including that card, or was that purposely not included, or what's your thoughts?
Yeah, because originally the deck, this was a side deck card. It's kind of good because it's not a removable blocker. So you have to keep in mind, like a lot of these free blockers, people are playing Secret Identity so they could just wipe your entire board of blockers and kill you. So like this came in the side deck at first because it was still an option if you were against a deck that does that and you needed still defense because you're super weak. But the only change I would make is take out 4 Bulma, put the 4 TPs in, and maybe put Bulma in the side deck if she's if you're struggling against like big bomb aggro decks like Dark Brawly, and she comes in clutch for that.
Yeah, for sure. And additionally too, I really do like your inclusion of the Kai secret rare. And when I saw it played, most of it besides this last time was aggressively actually. And throughout the tournament, what was your experience with using the card?
Yeah, honestly, I guess I used her defensive and offensive. Offenses, majority of the times, we're just getting a 40k beater when you just burn them with Piccolo to 1 life. She kind of like seals the game for you. But when I can't do that, and yeah, when you see a setup like that, he has a Unison, a leader card. It's like a no-brainer, just the Kai. It shuts down both of his attacks, and then if you force them to go on a battle card, he always has to think about your Gogeta. Because if he vomits on a battle card, I could just arrival Gogeta and just kill it. So it forces them into like sticky situations like that. So yeah.
All right. Well, congratulations once again on your finals finish. Congratulations on taking it all down. Do you have anything? Do you want to shout out anything you'd like to say to this stream before we let you go on with your afternoon?
Yeah, I would like to thank all of the tournament organizers. This was an awesome tournament. I honestly didn't know about it until the last week, but awesome tournament. This is great things that Canada needs, I think, because we don't get a lot of this. So like, I think we're all on the right track to making Canadians more visible in the world. So yeah, big shout out to organizers. Shout out to Aspera, Eggman for the awesome stream. Shout out to my team DBM. We are not very known, but we're a team of Montreal players. We're like a mix of good players. We just try to get everyone in Montreal that we're friends with or good on the team to kind of represent Montreal and show that, hey, Canada has a team, we have a community. Kind of like, those are just my main shout outs. So
nice.
I also want to do a quick shout out to your setup too. It's super slick looking, and definitely I think a lot of viewers, including myself, appreciate how easy it was to look at everything and really professional. So thanks for that too.
Well, I think George knows firsthand that my regular setup is atrocious. When I'm playing in 3-mana locals, I'm usually going from work, so I'm just dragging my webcam down and moving my keyboard to the side. But I actually just took a kitchen table and just brought it over and set up on it because like I didn't want to like play like a bigger tournament and then you can't see my hands half the time.
Yeah, well, worth the effort from my side, so I appreciate the work.
All right, thanks.
All right. With that said, one last time, congratulations, Eric. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and well done.
All right. Yeah. Thanks for the interview, and have a good one, everyone.
Thank you.